So it's Tuesday morning, and I've escaped to the Cotswolds for the week actually. But before I left on Sunday morning, I got up really early and I visited Columbia Road Flower Market, which is one of my absolutely favourite places to go at Christmas. And I just wanted to share it with you. So here it is. So I actually went up to Columbia Road in the week before I visited on Sunday because I wanted to show you what it's like, not on a Sunday. So on the weekday it's just like a regular East London street, although it is exceptional in that it has lots of really beautiful independent stores. I believe there are over 60 altogether, so don't worry, I am going to jump to the Sunday street market in a minute, but this is just give you a sense of what it's normally like, and you can actually see, you can get a sense and see the stalls really well when the market isn't actually on, because on a Sunday it is so incredibly busy. The place is absolutely jam-packed full of shoppers and traders. So this is Columbia Road on a regular weekday. It's a Wednesday afternoon, and this is Columbia Road on a Sunday morning. So I go to Columbia Road several times a year, spring, summer, autumn, winter, but I have to say that Christmas is my most favourite time. I think it's probably the busiest then as well. Anyway, so as you can see, you have got this mix of independent stores and all the flower and plant traders. These days, the traders are down one side of the street. They used to be on both sides, which was really quite cramped, but you've got them down just the one side now. That doesn't mean there are any less traders, they've just sort of stretched them out, and it means you can see the independent stores on the left, which is actually, I just think it's better for everybody actually. So the day I visited last week, we'd had those tremendous storms, and I think a lot of people stayed away, so it actually wasn't that busy, which was great from my perspective because it meant I could see lots of things, but probably not great if you are a trader. But as you can see, there's a huge variety there. You've got Christmas trees, you've got Christmas wreaths, you've got house plants, and you've got cut flowers, bedding plants, lavender, eucalyptus, gigantic amaryllis. It really is fantastic. You can see wreaths there, lots of beautiful cut flowers, people buying massive bunches of flowers. You've got all the classics, you've got roses, they have peonies, tulips, variations of eucalyptus. You can, if you wanted to dress your house yourself, you can buy sort of ivy and branches from trees and things like that, so you can do it yourself. I always do that on my mantelpieces, so I quite often will buy sort of just some cuttings that they're selling as well. I've usually buy fresh mistletoe too. You can see the traders here, the independent stores here. Like I think I said earlier, there are over 60 of them, and they're so varied. So you've got art galleries, you've got bakeries and delis, antiques, vintage vinyl. It's fantastic for shopping, and I think they do Wednesday shopping days before Christmas, so I think the last one will be the 18th, which is the Wednesday before Christmas. I'm not going, I can't go, I've got something else on, but it sounds like a great opportunity to go and do some Christmas shopping in those independent stores. Lovely wreaths here, just plain ones so you can dress them yourself. There's a lady here that sells lavender, really beautiful. More cut flowers, again seeing more, it's sort of the independent retailers, very sort of quirky and unique. Just a total joy to visit. It really is. So we usually, my my sort of plan of attack is I will do the whole strip. I'll go from the top to the bottom, because I have a fairly good idea of what I want. I know what I want, and then I check out all the individual stores, and by the end of the market, I'll have kind of decided exactly what I want to buy, and then I'll work my way back down and buy exactly what I want. And it's usually a large bunch of cut flowers. I've got a massive glass vase for the dining table. So I'm going to be doing that on the 22nd, which is not tomorrow, but next week. And that's my plan. So I'll be going the last Sunday before Christmas. So I'll post a picture of whatever I buy on my Instagram, on my YouTube short, so you can see. So if you keep watching this, I'm going to be showing you some of the Cotswolds after Columbia Road, because it was equally festive and equally lovely. So if you're not from the UK, the Cotswolds are to the west of London, Gloucestershire and Oxfordshire, and it's a really unique area of England, and it's very distinctive, and it's just very, very, very sort of British, very, very English, very sort of chocolate box. And we stayed there for a few days after I visited Columbia Road on Sunday. See more of the independent shops here. They're all really unique. It's really very inspiring. They're all incredibly creative. Lots of interesting door wreaths, or quite quirky. Beautiful glassware, decorations, candles, kitchenware. It really is fantastic. And just looking at the window displays, this shop sells beautiful crystal. It's been there for ages and ages. And now that's it for Columbia Road. And now moving on to the Cotswolds. This is Bourton-on-the-Water, and it's almost, well, I wouldn't call it Venice. It's like a little Venice. You've got the rivers running through the village, and this is a mini version. It's called a model village. It's a mini version of the village, and although we'd been there before, we'd never actually seen this, and we kind of stumbled upon it. This is us driving into Chipping Campden, and there are wall-to-wall thatched cottages, and if you don't know, if you're from outside the UK, you might not be familiar with the colour of this stone. Is called Cotswold stone. This is the centre of Chipping Campden, and this is the very ancient market hall, which is on the main street, which is a really, really, really beautiful and absolutely ancient building. It's fabulous, it really is. This is continuing along the main street of Chipping Campden. I think Chipping Campden is probably one of my most favourite villages in the Cotswolds. It's got this really sort of wide thoroughfare, and the houses are slightly set back on the one side, and you've got lots of individual shops, some nice hotels and pubs, and they're just absolutely lovely. And then that same evening we went back to Bourton-on-the-Water, and that was their Christmas tree, and this was Broadway, which was the last place we visited, which is really stunning. And this last bit is us sort of driving up out of Broadway, and it really is beautiful. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. I know it's slightly different from the ones I normally do, but I was going away, and I just thought you might enjoy the Cotswolds as much as I do. I will be back next week with a festive themed video. Just before Christmas. That's my last video before Christmas. Then after that, I will be back with a video about my favourite makes. So please like, share and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch up with you next week. I hope you've enjoyed my double video of East London and the Cotswolds, and I will see you next week.